is defended tightly, powers through it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And the Bucks with the possession here, following the score by Minnesota.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Conley. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Here's Edwards after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. The three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Lillard against Gobert. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Pass to Prince from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Randall, good.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Kuzma. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here he goes. And it's Randall with the jam.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Lillard against Conley. Lillard passes to Lopez. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here's Minnesota now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The putback. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Good.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Conley passes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. The Bucks trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Over Edwards. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Into the lane. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Minnesota leading by 3. Conley passes to McDaniels. Rejected by Lopez. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Kuzma for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's McDaniels, and he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Here's Prince. Pass to Lopez. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't drop.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Conley finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bucks trail by 7. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Lillard. It's blocked by Gobert.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. That one no good. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So it's Minnesota now. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
No good on the free throw. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Edwards, a pass to Randle. Conley up top. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Milwaukee on D. 8-point game. Outside Edwards. Rejected by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Gobert on the go. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Conley against Portis. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Portis. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Over Trent. Here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Here's Randall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
The slam from Portis, impressive, using that size around the rack.
Randall, yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Portis finds Porter. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And they're on the run. Here's Conley. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Gobert, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Connaughton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Hey, when your big can pass it like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Randall outside. Puts up a 3. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. Stepping up to secure the board, he just wanted it more.
And here's Edwards outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Trent finds Connaughton. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league. Passion and tenacity, and he produces.
And Minnesota making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Connaughton can't hit. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. Here's Gobert. Outside. DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's McDaniels. And he slams it in one-handed.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Oh, Giannis working inside.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Gobert passes to Randall. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Antetokounmpo finds Porter. Antetokounmpo against McDaniels. Antetokounmpo, that's good. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Gobert. Here is DiVincenzo. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota up by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court right now for the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Lillard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Kuzma. The 3-ball. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Ingles passes to Miller. Back to Ingles. Now Reed. Miller on the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. The 3, DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Outside, Ingles. Back to Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Milwaukee's gone since halftime.
First team foul.
Now Antetokounmpo, 10 points for him. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Bucks trail. For the tie. On the take. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it. This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Lillard looking around. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Lillard, covered by Alexander Walker. Lillard with the ball. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend.
Ingles finds DiVincenzo. Now Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Counted.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise, Giannis swatted that one away.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. The Bucks trail by 3. To the middle. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Yeah. Hey, hit the mic on your control. Oh,
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Edwards against Prince. And Edwards, here we go. Ooh, look at Edwards fighting through.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 3. On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. The kick out to Kuzma. Lopez. Kuzma outside. Lillard outside. They shoot again. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. Minnesota leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Randall. And he converts the layup. Randall's got